Peter Boyle is the boss of this company, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the boss, and I have a speech to make about our corporation. We've done a great job in marketing and distribution, and now here comes Scott Calvin to tell you some more about it.
Great synopsis, Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, but this is all just like lorem ipsum, like we are business people doing business things.
Acme business handles.
Yeah. Distribution list, supply chains.
Yeah. Quarterly numbers. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Give me the Q1s on my desk by Monday morning.
The David Cronenberg body horror starts happening now. He gets out of bed. I do too. He gets out of bed fatter. Very depressing for him to, once he starts gaining tons of weight, he gets on the scale and the scale tells him a weight that I would cry for joy if I achieved 193 pounds. Peter Boyle's in the sequels as a different character, as Father Time in the sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd.
Well, you can fill it in your head canon. It can be like, well, he became Father Time. We're just not seeing that happen.
Or maybe he was checking on the new Santa Claus or something, maybe.
Exactly, yes.
Just trying to get an idea of how they make them toys.
So he pulls Scott aside and he's like, you got to get your shit together, man. Look at you. You're telling us we don't need profits, and you have gained a little bit of weight.
45 pounds is not a little bit of weight, Matt.
Scott sees a doctor. He's getting fatter. I like this scene with the doctor because this is most people. The thing about life is most professionals you encounter, it's a job. They just want to get you out of there. So they'll say whatever.
Well, there you go, buddy.
Yeah. He's like, well, I've gained a ton of weight. And he's like, yeah, you're entering middle age. It's going to happen. And he's like, but my beard is growing super fast. He's like, again, yeah, these things just happen.
Hormonal imbalance. So it's milk and cookies for the weight, hormonal imbalance for the rapid hair growth, and middle age for the graying.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but Scott, you're not being your best advocate. You're not explaining exactly what is.
No, yeah. But as an overweight person, I can tell you when you go tell a doctor any sort of thing, they're like, well, I think that you need to think about more vegetables.
Get more exercise. Right. It's like, but it's an earache. I'm telling you about an earache.
Yeah.
Right.
So what would you do if you had to be Santa Claus? Like what my first order of business would be like, well, I'll just find someone else. Here, you take the suit.
Like the smile curse, you're just going to pass it on?
You got to pass it on. Exactly. Yes. Or it follows.
I haven't seen Smile Curse. Well, I mean, I think it would be a lot harder to accept if it weren't for his body changing. I mean, you look completely different now. You have different sentiments. You care about things you never cared about before. It kind of just grooms him to be like, well, I guess I'm going to be a fucking Santa now. I mean, this is how I look. Kids already seem to know it. Reindeer already know it. They don't really give them any choice. So you're not going to pass it up. Like, now you're just going to look like a crazy fuck the rest of your life and probably get arrested for interactions with children. So go ahead and be a Santa. Live with elves.
I mean, in a way, it's like, okay, so like I had problems. Now I don't have to worry about it.
Right, yeah. What happens to his mortgage? Right. What happens to his house? I guess that's his affairs.
Am I legally dead now?
Ah, you're right.